We have said at UFC Tonight and all around the UFC, when is Bisping gonna get his shot?
Every fighter wants to fight for the belt, and to achieve that, you have to work your way up. Well, I've been in the UFC now for over a decade. I hold the record for the most significant strikes landed in history.
I'm going nowhere. You better believe that.
I've had the most victories in the history of the division.
My desire to be the world champion is not going away.
I just beat Anderson Silva, the greatest of all time.
What do I want? I want the title.
It is my destiny to be the UFC world champion, and the universe is pulling it all together.
Injury bug strikes again. This time, it's Chris Weidman, who is out of the middleweight title fight against Luke Rockhold.
And here I am. I've finally got my title shot.
Bisping thinks this is going to be his fairy tale. I will have none of that. This will be his swan song. I'm going to prove there's no such thing as destiny. I've been through this before with Bisping.
Congratulations. But every fight's different. I've gone away, I've beaten 3 great guys, one of them the best of all time. I'm coming into this fight against Luke Rockhold, a completely new person. He has no idea what he's in for.
Since me, you haven't fought a real fighter. Machida looked terrible. Costa Filla who? Weidman, I always knew he was too slow.
So everything he says, keep saying it.
I seem to remember Vito knock your head off your shoulders. Okay, it's happened once before, it can happen again.
I'm gonna make you look so bad.
My entire life has been building to this moment. I will be world champion, it's my destiny.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna knock this man out. And I cannot wait to go in there and shut his mouth.
Season 3, Ultimate Fighter. 2006 is when we met Michael Bisping. Tonight, the 26th time he enters this octagon. The most ever, Tito Ortiz, Frank Mir, 27 fights in the UFC. 26 times, and this his first chance to win UFC gold. Michael Bisping steps into our Harley-Davidson prep point. Harley-Davidson, see your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley-Davidson Riding Academy. Live your legend.
You want to talk about undeniable statistics. Most significant strikes landed. Most victories in the history of the division. I mean, what Michael Bisping has done is just keep on trucking. From the moment he got into the octagon, just regroup after he loses, comes back even better. And he's coming right now off of the most impressive victory of his career, the most important. He beat the greatest of all time. He beat Anderson Silva. So he's got confidence, he's got momentum, and he's got the opportunity that he's been campaigning for a long, long time. Michael Bisping will now challenge for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World.
17 days notice for Michael the Count Bisping. Taking it all in right now. Trying to join Forrest Griffin, Matt Serra, Rashad Evans, and Carla Esparza as Ultimate Fighter winners to win a UFC championship. mixed martial arts career of Luke Rockhold. The first defense of the UFC Championship that he won back in December, defeating Chris Weidman in the 4th round by TKO and earning Fight of the Night honors along with the former champion.
And what a spectacular victory that was. I mean, just so unbelievably impressive that he was able to handle Weidman like that on the ground, where Weidman is so skilled. And the victory over Lyoto Machida are two of the most impressive of his career, and they're back-to-back. He's in his prime right now. He's as good as he's ever been, and he is the best middleweight on the planet Earth at this moment until this fight.
His last 3 fights: Fight of the Night, Performance of the Night, Performance of the Night. The Fight of the Night I just mentioned. The Performance of the Night was a guillotine submission of Lyoto Machida in round number 2. The other Performance of the Night was a guillotine finish at 57 seconds in the 2nd round in Sydney, Australia in November of 2014 against Michael Bisping.
And he's about as big as middleweights ever get. At 6'3", weighs in at 185 pounds. He's probably 185 pounds for all of 45 minutes. And then he goes back up to somewhere in the 200-pound range, but he's shredded, in phenomenal condition, and has been pretty open about the fact that he's got an MCL tear on his left knee coming into this fight. He's publicly worn knee braces, and he said it doesn't matter. It won't matter.
The champion, Luke Rockhold. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, brought to you by TNT's sizzling new summer series, Animal Kingdom, which kicks off with a 2-hour premiere Tuesday, June 14th at 9/8 Central. The champion is 31. The challenger, 6 years older, he is 37. Rockhold is 2 inches taller. He will have the reach advantage. Let's turn it over to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented by Harley-Davidson. See your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley-Davidson's Riding Academy. Live your legend. This fight is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvelli, Executive Director Andy Foster. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Michael Bell, Derek Cleary, and Marcos Rosales. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, John McCarthy. This bout is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one, two right now. Metro PCS, where you can get nationwide coverage on the blaring fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. And Animal Kingdom, 2-hour premiere Tuesday, June 14th at 9/8 Central on TNT. And now, this is the moment UFC fans watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Forum in Los Angeles, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Valley Tudo fighter holding a professional record, 29 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighed in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, presenting the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner and the number 4 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the challenger, Michael the Count Bisping! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, presenting the former Strikeforce middleweight champion and the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Luke Rockhold!
I go, Luke. Gentlemen, got on with the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight clean, fight hard. You want to touch down? Go ahead. Good luck to both of you.
Luke Rockhold. Michael Bisping. 5 rounds of fighting for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Big John McCarthy, our referee.
You ready? You ready? Get it on.
Here we go. The champion, the southpaw, in the black trunks. The challenger, Michael Bisping, the Brit, in the white trunks. Much different style of fighter than Chris Weidman is Michael Bisping. That said, Luke Rockhold is confident in his skills, his versatility, his style of fighting, and he believes he's going to take it to the count and count him out very quickly.
One thing that Bisping has going for him in this fight, not just coming off of the victory of Anderson Silva, which is huge, big confidence booster, excellent momentum, but also his fitness.
Yes.
Michael, even though he took this fight on short notice, he has a very high level of fitness and has one of the lowest resting heart rates in the UFC. So him taking a few weeks off is not that big a deal and jumping back into the octagon.
And the high volume of strikes that you talked about earlier, that's Bisping 101. Constant movement, lots of strikes, different angles. As Rockhold utilizing those great kicks that we've seen so often early.
He's got some serious power, particularly in that left kick. And he does it right to your arms and to your body, and it's incredibly difficult to absorb that power. It takes a lot out of you just to block them.
A lot of these submission finishes that we've seen from Luke have been a result from earlier leg kicks.
Yes.
Bisping's longtime trainer, Jason Perillo.
Good straight left by Bisping, excuse me, by Rockhold, and Bisping counters.
Believes that counters and the movement are the key to the victory tonight for the Brit.
Again, that good kick to the body by Rockhold. Good kick to the body by Bisping. Front kick to the body by Rockhold off the front leg.
Michael Bisping, years ago, the first British fighter to headline a UFC. He fought with Sean Evans, fellow Ultimate Fighter winner, many, many years ago.
Good straight left landed by Rockhold, but Bisping looking to counter with that right. And Rockhold has his chin straight up in the air, Mike.
UFC 78. That's what Bisping wants. He wants to come through those great combinations.
Nice inside leg kick by Rockhold.
And the more Rockhold throws those kicks, especially to the legs, the less movement we're going to see from Bisping, and that's his trademark.
He just dug one into the body. Michael might be hurt. He just dropped his elbows down.
And that front kick in with that, he hit the ball of the foot into the rib cage of Bisping. That'll do some damage as well. Rockhold has this air of invincibility mentally right now as well. Never more confident.
This is a crazy sport, ladies and gentlemen, because anything can happen at any given moment. And at any good moment, any given moment, you're sitting at home watching this, and you just go, holy shit.
Michael Bisping is the champion!
Wow. That's insane. What a huge, huge victory for Michael Bisping.
26th UFC fight. First title shot. He said that was easy.
Wow.
Winner in round 1.
He just said that was the easiest fight of my life and held up his mouthpiece. Incredible. Just incredible. Congratulations, Michael Bisping. We want to talk about a guy earning his way to a title. He did it, he did it the hard way. And he's the new middleweight champion of the world.
His wife, Rebecca, sons Lucas and Callum, daughter Ellie, all celebrating inside the octagon. Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Rockhold, Joe pointed out that Rockhold had that chin up early. He goes body and then over the top with the left. Rocked Luke, he got right back up. Michael stayed in the face, right over the top with another left. And we have a new middleweight champion. His name, Michael Bisping. Unbelievable. 17 days notice. And he will leave with the UFC belt around his waist. Just like that. Look at Jason Perillo. Longtime trainer. Look at that reaction. How good is that from JP? They are celebrating in England right now, baby. That Brit is the best at 185. Time now for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 36 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael the Count Bisping.
Michael Bisping, this is the greatest moment of your fighting career. You've got your family here. You're wearing the UFC belt. What a crazy journey you have been on. Please describe to me, if you can, in any way, you know, this whole...
Sorry, Reebok, it won't go on.
How does this feel?
Listen, I gotta be humble here, even though I want to be an asshole. So, first of all, thank you all for being here. Obviously, I am so happy right now. I started fighting when I came out of my mother, really. I have always been a fighter. It always got me in trouble. But there is nothing I do better in this life than fighting. This woman here supported me every step of the way. If it wasn't for her, my family, my dad, my mother, the support of the UK, everybody here, I could not have done this. I'm an average guy, more than average. This is my dream. Nobody was taking this away from me. 2 weeks notice, as I said, 2 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes. I'll fight anyone, anywhere, can't even speak. Amazing.
The universe rewards someone who steps up to a challenge. And look at this reward. Enjoy this, Michael Bisping, because people have been saying for years that you don't have punching power.
People say I don't deserve it. People say I got no punching power. I knew I could punch. This guy demolishes everybody. Finishes them in the first round. Well, check this out. First round knockout, left hook. Jason Perillo, thank you. Everybody, the UK, thank you so much. Everybody here. Apart from my children and my wife, This is the greatest day of my life. Thank you all.
Michael Bisping, it was an honor to call this fight. Congratulations, you are the new middleweight champion of the world.
Michael Bisping.
Thank you. Thank you, England. I don't know what to say, but anybody that needs thanks, thank you.
Born on a British military base, the son of a former Clitheroe postman. Our post-fight interview brought to you by EA Sports UFC 2, which captures the adrenaline rush that is MMA. Says Game Informer. Pick up your copy in stores now and play with more than 250 licensed fighters and 5 new game modes. EA Sports UFC 2. Finish the fight. Here's Joe again.
Congrats to Michael. He caught me. I just didn't see it happen, and you know, I took him for granted.
When you say you didn't see it happening, do you feel that you came into this fight overconfident?
A bit, yeah. You know, I could have capitalized and fought my fight, you know, rather than playing around with him. He's a tough guy. He's a warrior. You know, I got to credit him. I got to give him respect in the cage, but
you were a champion for a reason, and I'm sure you will be back better than ever. Luke Rockhold, ladies and gentlemen.
And don't forget, EA Sports UFC 2 captures the adrenaline rush that is MMA. Says Game Informer. Pick up your copy in stores now and play with more than 250 licensed fighters and 5 new game modes. EA Sports UFC 2. Finish the fight just like that man did. The Count. Michael Bisping, the new UFC middleweight champion of the world. An amazing night of fights all wrapped up here in Los Angeles.